The city of Jasper officially completes its purchase of the former Jasper Country Club property. The Indiana House removes a provision from a bill concerning the Rockport coal gasification plant, and sports with Kurt Gooksell. Those stories and much more are coming up next here on 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. In your news at this hour, earlier today, the city of Jasper officially completed the purchase of the Jasper Country Club property from Club Management of DuBois County. The board of directors of Club Management decided to close the 80-plus-year-old country club back in October, effective in late December. Jasper city officials immediately took an interest in the property and acquired just under 60 acres of the property under the deal at a cost of just over $1 million, or just over $17,000 per acre. After months of evaluations and negotiations, the city decided in January to buy the property, and the city council allocated the money for the purchase from the city's rainy day fund. An advisory team is working with Jasper, as well as consultants from Louisville-based City Visions and Boston-based Gamble & Associates, to determine the best use for the land. The Greater Jasper Consolidated School Corporation has shown an interest in purchasing up to 15 acres of land along West 15th Street, adjacent to the campus of Jasper High School. Also, Alpine Investments, owned by the Hanselman family, which owns the Schnitzelbank restaurant, has purchased some land and the club building, which it plans to use as a banquet facility. Some nearby property owners have also purchased a few acres of land. In the meantime, the property is off limits to the public. The Jasper Park and Recreation Department is now responsible for maintaining the property. The Indiana House has stripped a provision from a bill that would have subjected the proposed $2.6 billion coal gasification plant for Rockport to a second in-depth review by state regulators. Republican State Representative Matt Ubelor of Bloomfield pushed the changes to shield the project from such a review. Ubelor manages coal mines for Peabody Energy and told fellow lawmakers the project would be a huge boon for Indiana's coal industry. The changes would mean Indiana state government's contract to buy and then resell the Rockport plant's synthetic gas would be more likely to survive legislative and legal challenges. Lawmakers are currently debating the wisdom of the 30-year contract negotiated in 2011 by the Indiana Finance Authority under former Governor Mitch Daniels to buy the Rockport plant's synthetic natural gas at a pre-negotiated rate and then resell it to Hoosier ratepayers at open market prices. If the Rockport plant's prices beat the market rate, those Indiana gas customers would save money, with half of the difference going into their pockets and the other half going to the plant's financiers. If natural gas prices remain suppressed, ratepayers would pay higher bills. Either way, if the plant is built, all Indiana ratepayers would see 17% of their gas bills tied to the Rockport plant's prices over the next 3 decades. The contract is the subject of an ongoing legal battle. The Indiana Court of Appeals voided state regulators' approval of the deal, ordering one particular 37-word portion of the deal to be erased. The Indiana Supreme Court could soon take up the case. A group of opponents led by Vectren Corp., who contend the project could saddle ratepayers with higher bills, were frustrated by the House's decision. A man was arrested in Martin County early yesterday morning after shots were fired at a Lagodi residence. Indiana State Police say Martin County Dispatch received a 911 call just after 3 a.m. yesterday morning, reporting that shots were being fired in the 2300 block of Rutherford Road in Lagodi. Police say when they arrived at the scene, they found 25-year-old Nathan Perkheiser of French Lick in a vehicle near the area. Police say Perkheiser and his girlfriend had an argument, after which Perkheiser allegedly went into the backyard of the residence and fired several shots from a handgun. Officers found a .45 caliber semi-automatic handgun, a .22 caliber revolver, and several illegal drugs. Perkheiser was arrested and transported to the Martin County Jail. He faces 7 total charges, including 3 Class D felonies, a Class C felony, a Class B felony, and 2 Class A misdemeanor charges. Indiana State Police were assisted by the Martin County Sheriff's Office and the Lagodi Police Department. The Ferdinand Chamber of Commerce has set a new record for membership this year. The Chamber's current total of 150 members marks the third consecutive year that the Ferdinand Chamber has broken its membership record. In a news release, 2013 Ferdinand Chamber President Jim Mailing says the Chamber's success and growth is largely due to collaboration with the town of Ferdinand, Ferdinand Tourism, and the Ferdinand Merchants Association. Previous records set were 133 members in 2011 and 147 members last year. The Patoka 2000 Duck Race is set to take place next month. The event is scheduled for Sunday, May 19th at 1 p.m. near the gazebo in the Riverwalk Plaza area. Hundreds of toy ducks are set to compete in this event. Sponsoring a duck is $5, or you can sponsor 3 ducks for $10. If you wish to sponsor a duck, volunteers will have a table set up at Hometown IGA in Jasper at various times this month as well as next month. You can also stop by the Jasper Chamber of Commerce at 302 West 6th Street and various downtown businesses. Funds raised from the Patoka 2000 Duck Race will go towards supporting the continued efforts of Patoka 2000. The Patoka 2000 Beautification Committee meets the second Thursday of each month at Azura Cafe and Deli at 8 a.m. If you are interested in joining Patoka 2000, wish to make a financial contribution, or would just like to get involved, show up at a meeting or call the Jasper Chamber of Commerce for more information at 482-6866. In other event news, Old Jasper Day and the Jasper Lions Club Strawberry Festival will also be held on Sunday, May 19th. The day will feature train and carriage rides, as well as food and concerts featuring Daniel Lee Ware from 2 to 3 p.m., and Scott Salmon and his group will read and sing for food between 5 and 6 p.m. The Jasper City Mill will also be open during this time. A proposed new hotel in downtown Evansville could bring new jobs to the city. The Evansville Redevelopment Commission went over plans for development of the new downtown convention hotel during a meeting yesterday morning. The ERC is considering acting on a pre-development agreement signed with Branson, Missouri-based firm HCW for the new hotel. If approved, the current plans for the hotel call for it to feature 253 rooms and be 12 stories tall. It would also function as a full-service hotel. Also being proposed are a 330-space parking garage, along with space available for restaurants and small shops. A spa is also being proposed for the hotel. HCW's CEO says, as proposed, the hotel will create about 250 jobs, which would increase to 320 to 330 new jobs, counting the jobs in retail. HCW says about 95% of those employees will be hired from Evansville and the surrounding area, and the jobs will pay roughly $9 per hour and up. HCW says the hotel project's anticipated cost is $70 million, with $37.5 million of that coming from public contributions and the rest of it from HCW. Coming up after the break, the rain moves out of the area in our local forecast, sports with Kurt Guxell, and Inform featuring Toughest Chase fundraiser organizer Amy Bagby. That's all coming up next here on 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.